part of what Mike and I would call the original screw job, okay? And it's been documented that you told a story that you didn't know it was Moolah behind the Spider Lady mask. Can you tell us what happened that night? And I have to ask you, how did you not know that that was Moolah? You've worked with her.
Well, she had a mask on, and she was fully. Do you see my dog right now?
Yeah, we can.
This is Adira.
Your dog right now is saying to you, tell the true story, Wendy. Tell the true story right now.
Well, she's only about 3.5 years old, so she doesn't know. She doesn't know the story.
Moolah had a very unique build. I don't care if you put a mask on Moolah. How did you not recognize that that baked potato was Moolah?
Baked potato.
I'm sorry. You really didn't know. You're sticking with that one. I respect it if you are, but like I said, I pulled the tough questions. So
yeah,
tell us your recall on that night.
I didn't know what was going to happen.
Right.
Until it was too late. It didn't matter who it was under the mask and outfit. I knew they couldn't beat me. I'll put it that way, fairly. But they didn't have to. The referee gave me a fast count and it was over.
What are your emotions when that happens? Because you said you didn't know that that was coming. Are you pissed off? Are you looking to punch Vince in the face like Bret Hart did in '97? I mean, what's going through your mind?
It would have been a lot worse than that. I probably would have killed him with my bare hands. Yeah. I was so upset. I was so humiliated and embarrassed that I left Madison Square Garden in my wrestling tights. And I think it was November. It was cold. And I grabbed my bag and marched right out and hailed a cab in my wrestling outfit that night and went to the airport. And that was the last I spoke to them. And at least 20 years went by. And someone called me, I think it was Howard Finkel, and asked, would I be interested in doing a battle royal? And I said, sure, I would. And I told them how much I wanted to make. And then they never got back with me. And so WrestleMania was approaching. It's probably a month away. And I called them and I said, listen, I don't have a plane ticket yet. Oh, they said, we changed our creative direction. I said, well, when were you going to tell me, or were you just not going to? And so that was the last I heard from them. And then a year later, they contacted me and asked me would I like to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I said, yes, I would. And that was that.
When that whole thing goes down with Moolah, I know you didn't have a great relationship with her, but did you ever call her and say, hey, what kind of disrespectful stuff is like to do that? Did you ever get to close that door with her?
No. But when they asked me to do the Battle Royal, I did ask him. I said, is Moolah going to be in it? Because if she is, I'll do it for nothing.
Nice.
That's friggin' awesome.
Nice. Wendy, I'm having trouble getting past this, though. You mean to tell me, which I do believe, though, that you go out and you hail a cab. You've just been screwed out of your place and status in the company and thousands of fans. Now, I remember when it happened. I'm pissed off. I'm mad for you, and I don't even realize what's going on here. Is just to the degree that it's going on. You mean to tell me that the woman who was worth the most in the world at that point to the television product, they don't even call you the next day? They don't even pick up a phone to explain to you or try to talk to you about it? It was really 20 years of silence?
20 years of silence. And I wouldn't have called them. They called me 20 years later.
That's insane. That is insane.
Is the punch from Tyson Fury.
Oh, yeah.
Because you sold that like a legit punch.
Well, that's because like I was ready for a legit punch, and it was so fast. And like, I just remember like Triple H making the joke to him, like, hey, like, he'll come down with his briefcase, he'll try to cash in and, you'll just punch him, but just try not to knock his teeth out. And then I'm just looking at Tyson Fury. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, at least, if I get knocked out, it's by this guy.
Yeah, by a world champ.
Yeah, So I just remember running down. As soon as I turned and locked eyes with the ref and put my arms out, it was over. So I don't know if it was a real one or not, because I was just laying on the ground and I was like, all right, it's over.
But you sold that like perfectly. Like you went stiff, like in the way that you would sell it if you got actually knocked out.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Tyson Fury, Terrence Crawford. I got issues with these boxers, man.
What do you did the Hardcore Royal Rumble at one of the Hustle shows, and didn't Tanaka catch you pretty good with the guitar on that? But what's the story with that?
They'd come up with the Hardcore Royal Rumble, and then me and Tanaka took it. All right, every 2 minutes somebody else comes out. There could be objects. It's very, a pin, or you had to be eliminated, and then the final was a pinfall. So we got to the point where Tanaka goes, Chris, on you outlast, and then outlast for the finish. He goes, but he did a thing, he did the old New Jack thing, the hustle before. He hit Mike Awesome with the guitar and then played it before he did it. And it was funny because the crowd reacted. It was the only thing the crowd reacted for in that match. So he goes, maybe me? New Jack. Boom. So, yeah, he goes, but then you, power up, then roaring elbow, 1, 2, 3. No problem. They give us the DSE, gives us the dream stage, gives us the guitar. Man, you could create mass murder with this guitar. So I go to the staff. Hey, could you take out this metal rod here and these 3 big pieces of wood in there? Oh, yeah, no problem. And the only way you could take out the metal thing was you actually had to punch the hole in the guitar and take it out that way, you maneuver it. They punched the hole through the guitar, they took out the 3 wooden pieces, never took out the metal piece. Oh. And they put this, I go, put a hustle sticker over it, we'll put the powder in, boom. Here it comes, something happened, DDT STO. Oh, and then I'm going for the lariat. I go for the lariat, Yoshito Sasaki hits me with a chair in the ropes, which hurt like a bugger because when I hit the ropes, the elbow goes out, right the point of the elbow. And if you watch the tape, I go, I leave my head wide open for Tanaka. Tanaka takes it, he's playing the guitar, here comes first shot. Boom! At that point I went, uh-oh, something's wrong. Like, you can feel like your fillings come out, and I'm like, oh my God. Now I was supposed to bump and get back up. And I look, my head's already hot. I'm like, and I just know I can't like picture everything. I'm like, but I see Tanaka and his eyes are wide open. And I look, the guitar's only dented. I said, oh no. But I haven't gone down, so he's like, I guess he needs another. Boom again. But this time I tried to block it a little bit, still caught me. I go down and I'm out on my feet. Now I'm going by what I've watched on video. I stand up again. And the guitar still hasn't broken. He goes, shit. Now, if he would have dropped the guitar as I went down, it would have been no problem. Now he's got the guitar in his hand. How's he supposed to justify he's going to drop the guitar and hit me with the elbow? He just looks. Boom, hits me again. The third one, you watch, like my knees go out from under me. And I try to start getting up again. And he rushes over and pins me, 1, 2, 3. I know something's wrong with my head because I look up and I turn to the side and I can't see. And I'm looking, and all I remember is my head hurts. My head hurts. And the referee's on me. He's like, Kurosan, blood. And I look, and I can see the blood moving. Like, from the top of my head, I can see the blood moving on the mat. And now I'm, like, scared. I'm like, wow, this isn't good. And I can't get up. And like anger actually came over me. I'm like, you know what? This isn't the first time Tanaka's hurt me. He's broken my hand before. He's caught me a couple times hard with the thing. I'm thinking, man, why did he hit me so damn hard? And knowing that, like, it wasn't broke. But, you watch the tape, he had no choice to hit me. So I get back, and Spanky's like, you need stitches. Now, when I watched the tape, it took me 5 minutes to get up, And they take me to the back, they stitch me up. And Tanaka comes over, and like Spanky stayed with me the whole time I was getting stitched. Tanaka stayed with me the whole time I was getting stitched. And he's just like, I'm sorry. I'm like, don't worry. Katamura, of course, has got to come to me and go, Corino! Yes, he goes, stiff guitar. Yeah, he goes, I think maybe you die. Thanks, pal. Yeah, maybe. Then he goes, he puts his hand on my back. I go, thanks. He goes, no, I just make shit and not wipe my hand. Yeah, I'm getting stitched up at this time. And Kennemore's making jokes.
If you're new here, be sure to hit subscribe. If you liked the video, please make sure to leave a like and a comment below and tell us your thoughts. If you wanted to help out the channel as well, we also have memberships available, and you can check out our Twitch links in the description box below, as well as join our Discord. That's all we have for you today. We'll see you in the next one.